Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our beginner's guide in No Man's Sky Worlds, the newest update for No Man's Sky. In the last episode, we finished off our beginner base, and we came to the space station to do a little bit of a space station tour. So now it's time to head back to our base. Oh god, I can't get over that railing. Head back to our base and continue on with our storyline. So let's head on back through the teleporter, because remember, we got our teleporter working at our base, so now we can teleport there. So let's head on back. So now it's going to be a little bit more of a continuation. We're going to start meeting some players or some NPCs in the world, specifically Artemis. So let's visit the base computer to see what the heck is going on here. Butt shot, of course. Archives terminated. Select a new task. Yeah, let's begin decryption. Decoding 16. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. So we need to go to a certain location. So before you get too deep in it, remember, we bought 5 microprocessors when we were at the space station. Make sure, if you don't have any, make sure you get some of those, because we're going to need that for our next steps in the game. Where'd my ship go? It's all behind my base? What the crap? All right. I don't know why you're over here. And we need to refill our launch fuel because we have none. Let's go. So where's this location at? There we are. Man, this game, every time we come back, it's so gorgeous. Especially, we haven't even seen water yet, you guys, really. We haven't run into a water planet yet. The water in the game now is so ridiculous. You can go back 6 months ago, 2 months ago, and look at the water in the game and go, oh, okay, it looks decent, but I mean, it's not great. Now it is so good. Is it perfect? It's not perfect, but it is so much better than it used to be. All right. So to land here, this looks like the location. So let's see. This is the location. So this is a crashed freighter. So when you land, or you'll see these randomly all over the place. If you come here, you can actually crack open some of the cargo pods and in the freighter. So if you pull out your visor, you can see, okay, there's a cargo pod there. Kind of look around a little bit. There's a cargo pod there. Oh, there's a building over there. But they're going to be all over, even underground, so you can dig out these cargo pods. So let's crack open this. Just get our laser. Boom. And here is your cargo pod. Now, just like the damaged machinery, they're going to have junk blocking the way, so you have to just get rid of that. There we go. Now, when you open it, it's going to give you an item, but also there's going to be a radiation leak every single time, so you're going to get hit with radiation. You want to get the heck out of there as quick as possible. And that'll happen for all of these containers. So they've been sitting here for a while, so you just got to be careful. And pop it and run. And then there's one down here. Let's crack this door. Oh, gotta make this door open. There we are. Use our big terrain manipulator. That way we don't have to spend a whole bunch of time just trying to clear this out. There we go. And we got nanites out of that. Okay, we're getting some nanites out of all this stuff. And so you can't just open up. There's a whole bunch of them all over the place. Cargo pod. So, and you will get random items from these. Oh, broken door here. I gotta open up this. Drifter, we've walked 10,000 steps. Or 10,000 feet on foot. So let's get that. And get the heck out of here. Alright, we got antimatter housing. Okay, we're good. So, let's, is that a big old guy over here? Yeah, let's scan that guy, get some money for that. So let's talk to, or let's open up this distress beacon, see what's going on here. Log damaged. Partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Let's request it. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Let's take it. I pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. So someone put it there after the freighter crashed. And you see, to build a hyperdrive, we need 5 microprocessors. That's why I told you guys to grab it when we left the space station. And 125 chromatic metal. We also have that as well. So we have everything we need to build our awesome hyperdrive. Scan some creatures while we're here. And let's look around for dioxide. We don't need that. We need some copper. Do we have any copper around? We have silver. We don't have any copper. Ah, well. Let's go to our ship. So in order to build it, we have our blueprint now in our building menu. So if you're in your inventory menu, press A or X if you're on Xbox or on PlayStation, excuse me, on your technology, and it says right here, it'll highlight it for you. Boom. And we have the items we need, so let's install it. And now we're good, but now it's empty. We need fuel to put in it. Hyperdrive is installed, but we need fuel. So let's fly around a little bit. We need to get some materials. Oh, let's see this. Auto diagnostics report. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Hyperdrive fuel status is empty. My hyperdrive is complete. Perhaps I really will find the answers out there amidst the stars. But without warp cells, I will be going nowhere. I need to find a source of antimatter. Well, let's tune the scanner. So now our scanner is tuned to find antimatter, but we need to be out in the atmosphere. So now if we hit our scanner, it will mark the nearby location where it is. Let's see, where is it? Up on this planet over here. So let's head over to the antimatter trace. And right in there. Beautiful. God, those clouds are beautiful. We're right through it. Oh, it's a water planet. So that's water. Look at that. How crisp and clear that water is. So we are on a water planet. Kind of jumping around. And look at that. It is so awesome. Let's land over here on a little island. So, this looks like it is an abandoned building. This is a treasure trove, but you got to work at it a little bit. So, you'll see these little red markers for the eggs, the whispering eggs. These are guarded by monsters. However, the thing on the inside is called a larval core. We can use that to either make money or nanites. I would highly recommend making nanites from it. But if you crack open these eggs, you will be attacked, so be aware of that. I want some nanites because we only have 63 nanites. It's a really fast way to get a whole bunch of nanites. So let's crack this open and I can show you what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. Let me actually get my laser out. So there goes the egg. But now all these monsters come out of the ground. And they will just keep relentlessly going after you for about a minute. But if you crack open another egg, it resets that timer. So now it'll be another minute before they go away. If I crack open another egg, that timer resets again. So just keep in mind, if you keep cracking those eggs open, it will just keep resetting that timer. However, we can just, as long as you keep moving, you should be okay. Don't stand still or else they can attack you. So that is always my goal, is just to keep going. Don't stand still. Crack open an egg, grab it and run. And just keep moving. Just keep moving around. And, oh, there's one right here. And we're just running around in a circle looking for these purple eggs. Oh, got hit a little bit on that one. Got to run for a second. Give myself some breathing room so they don't kill me. Now, if you're playing on normal mode, it's not a big deal. If you die to these creatures, you will respawn at your ship, and you can just walk over and grab your grave. That'll be wherever you died. That will be where your grave drops. So you just need to go back and pick up your grave once you respawn, basically. I think we're... Oh, I got pushed. Let's get on top of the building. They can't get up here. It's a bit smoky, though. All right, let's take stock. If we pull out our visor, we can see where the eggs are. They'll all be marked with the little red icon. So we got one over there. And that's it. We only got one left. Are you serious? All right, we got one left. Let's grab this thing. That's it. Yeah, there's no other icon, so there's no other eggs. We're good. So now you can either go on top of the building and get prepared or protection, or just go inside. They cannot come inside the building, so you're good. And if you're inside a building, you're protected from the environment outside. So if you're like on a hot planet, it won't be hot anymore. Let's open up some of the stuff on the inside here. And upgrade. Oh, we got ammo. Dang it. But you'll notice this is an abandoned building, so there's just overgrowth and slime everywhere. That's kind of gross. Here's our health box. And then you'll see there is a whippy plant around, or a whippy arm around here. Oh, no, this one doesn't have it. Nice. Okay. Grab our stock transfer. Got a 1,500 bucks. That's pretty good. Haunted terminal. So because it's an abandoned building, it's going to be junked up with a whole bunch of goop and stuff. We can get rid of that. Terminal online. Selecting key. Decrypting. Success. The terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I make a note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single, unblinking crimson eye. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter, accompanied by a strange message. Well, let's see what the heck this is. You will find us when the time is right. 16 repeated over and over. Well, now we have the blueprint for antimatter. We need condensed carbon, but we also need more chromatic metal. So we're going to need to find some copper. Oh, before we go out there, though, we picked up a whole bunch of these larval cores. I just realized I left my freaking, what's it called? I left my portable refiner at my base, so I need to make a new one. Dang it. I hate making these things. I drop them everywhere. I always forget to pick them up. So, dang it. But if you go through your inventory and you pick up a larval core, you'll notice if you go to refine it, it says 1 to 50. So one egg will give you 50 nanites. So if you have a stack of 100 or 10, it will give you 500 nanites. And it's very quick. Look at that. Boom. I just earned 500 nanites. Beautiful. But if you want to, you can just sell it for money. However, you'll get 200,000 for 3. But you can also get 150 nanites, which are, I think, more rare and more worth it. So you don't want to sell them for money unless you have to. I would always recommend refining these larval cores, these eggs, into nanites. 100% of the time. Well, this is a water planet. We're not going to find a lot of copper here. Oh, let's go hit the save beacon real fast. And grab these. Boom, boom, boom. There we are. So, let's go find a larger landmass, because that's where we're going to find our our copper. More than that, though, dang it. I mean, look at the water, though. It looks so good. Well, let's see. What other planets do we have on the system? We have a scorched planet. And what is that little one over there? This moon. Unknown moon. What is this moon? It's a glacial? Terraforming catastrophe. It has copper and rusted metal. So that means it's a dead planet. If you see anything that has rusted metal, that means it is no atmosphere. There's probably no animals or plants on it. However, there is copper there. So let's go get some copper off this. I like coming here to like dead planets to find copper because it's very easy to see. And because it's a dead planet with no atmosphere, you can actually travel a lot faster on foot. So you don't have to worry about your jetpack running out of fuel very fast because there's no atmosphere. You don't have to worry about the air, what would you call that? The pressure on you? The, oh God, my brain's not working. Oh God. The pushback on the air. God dang it. Oh well, we'll move on. My brain's not working. But let's look around. There's some rusted metal. There's an egg over there. Silver deposit. Rusted metal. We have no copper here. Are you kidding me? No copper, huh? Well, let's make some more life support since we have some. And we have our launch fuel, right? I want to make sure it's full before I leave because we're going to need it. All right, let's go. Let's go looking for some copper. Now, you can just fly around in your ship, but because we're on a dead planet, look at this. It's like almost like walking on the moon. You just float. You just float around. So it's a good way to get a whole bunch of resources because you can just get a whole bunch of stuff. You don't have to worry about plants or animals. Boom. Now, there are eggs here, so if you want to, you can just crack open this one and then run away. And then just do that, like, oh no! Run away! Seriously, though, there's no copper. Usually there's pretty prevalent copper around. Rusted metal, we don't need that. Oh, there's condensed carbon. We're going to need that for later, so let's grab that. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. That's a very... Oh, it's like a smooth-looking rock. We have rusted metal. Rusted metal. They are... Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the copper. I was going to say, they're going to make me fly. Because you can see it from the atmosphere. If you're flying high up in the air, you can just look down and look for a yellow, like, metallic-looking spot. And that's most likely going to be copper. Whole bunch of dihydrogen. That way we can make our life support. So the big thing on a dead planet like this is that there's no atmosphere. So you're using your life support a lot heavier because there's no oxygen. There's no air to breathe. Whereas on other planets, there is at least some kind of air, you know, breathable atmosphere. On these ones, there's nothing. Let's switch over to our terrain manipulator. Grab a whole bunch of this. And now I'm starting to think that I left my, did I leave my refiner? Oh, please tell me I didn't leave my refiner somewhere. I did not, thank God. All right, so let's, while we're mining this copper, let's start refining it. That way we can get some chromatic metal going. So let's grab some more. While the other one is cooking, let's grab more of it. That way we can get a whole bunch, because chromatic metal is a material that you're going to need for a lot of stuff. Also, you're going to need a lot of warp drive fuel, because we don't have any upgrades for our warp drive, so it's going to take a lot of fuel to get going to different star systems. Put some more in. Take it, and there we go. Beautiful. Now, the other advantage to a dead planet like this is You're not going to find very many buildings. However, you will find a lot of crashed ships. Because there's not a lot of buildings, it's easy to identify a crashed ship. If you're flying around, really, really fast and quick way to just get a whole bunch of crashed ships. And the benefit for a crash ship is it's free. Now, it's free because you don't have... There's a whole bunch broken on it. So you're going to have to fix a whole bunch of pieces. It's not just your engine. It's not just your launch thruster. You're going to have to fix cargo. You're going to have to fix other stuff on it. But it's absolutely free, so if you have the materials, if you've collected enough materials, you can just fix it, and it'll be great. It's a really cheap way to get a cool ship. So over here, yeah, they're going to take a second. What is this? I hate that. So yeah, look at it. It'll mark it, because technically there's copper here, but it's like barely anything. This is like nothing. You're going to find like 10 copper out of this dang thing. I hate it when they find deposits like this. It's like, yeah, I mean, technically true. It is a deposit, but I mean, not really. I got how much? I got 100. Actually, you know what? I take it back. I got 127 copper out of that. That's pretty nice. That's a decent haul. Decent haul. We got, ooh, sack venom. I think we need a glove for that. So this is a special item that we're going to need an upgrade to get, I think. Oh, there's a condensed carbon over here. Get all this. We're going to need this for later. Whole bunch. We're going to need some oxygen as well. So we need to start looking for some oxygen. Let's see some red plants. Anything? 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 Nope. Just condensed carbon. Great. Oh, there's an oxygen over there. Let's get our sack venom. Now be careful, because it will hurt you if you get too close. Hazmat gauntlet required. Dang it. So if you get too close, that happens. You don't want to do that. It gets you a little damage. A little damage. So you don't want to, you know, run through like I just did. All right. Let's grab some oxygen here. Oh, but did I just scan and get a... oh, rusted metal. I don't need rusted metal. I need your oxygen. Yeah, there's oxygen go. There's one more over here, wasn't there? I guess not. Oh, no. It's down in the hole. Okay. Never mind. It's down here. Let's do a little bit more looking, and I think we're good, right? Yeah. Copper. Rusted metal. Rusted metal. Yeah, let's just call it there. So let's call in our ship. While that's going on, let's make some more antimatter. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, we can refine that, those eggs we just got. Because we can turn that into nanites. Oh, wait. Right there. Get some nanites out of there. And also, we have some more copper we just got. I should have done this before I called in my ship, but oh well. So we're up to 856 nanites, which is really, really good. I like that. So, in order to make a warp cell, again, remember, if you need to know how to make all the steps, you press X if you're on Xbox or square if you're on PlayStation, and it brings up the building tree. So, it tells you need oxygen and ferrite dust in order to make antimatter housing. So, we're going to need, build one more, 5. Then we also need chromatic metal and condensed carbon to make antimatter. And then we can build our warp cell out of that. So now we're good. We have 5 of them. We're doing awesome. So let's go. Now we have our fuel. Let's put that in our ship because that's going to be where we need it anyway. But let's fill it up. There we are. Put that in our ship. We need this. Feasting we don't need, but we'll keep it anyway. So now we have fuel in our warp drive, so we can go to a different star system, which is awesome. Let's grab some fuel out of here. We need tritium. So if you shoot little asteroids, it'll give you materials. You're going to find silver, you'll find gold, And you'll find tritium, which is your fuel for your engine. So we can actually fly with it. So, and they do that on purpose because a lot of times you'll run out of fuel in the middle of space. And you're like, what the heck? What am I supposed to do? Well, you just look for and you boost towards a asteroid field because that's where all of your fuel's going to be. All right, we should have enough now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 900? Yeah, we're good. And we also find some tritium hyperclusters. We also found some golden nuggets. There we go. We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. So if you press down on your D-pad, you go to your galaxy map. This is where No Man's Sky kind of opens up because every single colored dot you see is a star system, is a system that has planets. It's a star that has planets around it. So you can kind of, you're locked in right now, but if you press B if you're on Xbox or O if you're on PlayStation, it unlocks it. And you can look wherever you want. Every single dot is a new star system that people probably have never seen before. So look at that. There's just billions and billions of them all over the place. And it's up to you to go wherever you want. Now, we are limited because our hyperdrive is not upgraded. So we can only go a short distance around ourselves. So they mark the location that they want you to go, but you can go anywhere you want as long as your hyperdrive will let you go there. So, you know, we can't go like way out here because it's way too far away, out of jump range. We don't have an upgraded hyperdrive yet. So let's just follow the line that they give us. And we're going to warp there by pressing A if you're on Xbox or O or X if you're on PlayStation. And there we go. So now we're going to a whole new star system with different planets, everything, all different. And 99% of the time, it's going to be a system that no one has ever seen or found. You'll be the first one to be there. Every once in a while, you'll run into a system that some random person's gone to. So this is not a new system. Oh my God, look at that. Of course, I go to a system that someone else already found. Look at this. Someone already found it. Starship monitoring system report error. Guidance system malfunction. Searching for other routes. Searching. Obtained. Destination in 16. Accept new guidance? Sure, let's accept it. Guidance accepted. Plotting route. So now we have a new thing here. But yeah, when did they find this? Let's go to our Discovery tab. 2 years ago! Are you kidding me? All right, so if you go into your pause menu, you have what's called a Discovery tab. So this will tell you everything about every system you've been in as long as it's been discovered. So now we know that Kazira found this 2 years ago, and they found all of these planets, except for this moon right here. So for whatever reason, they ignored these two moons and this planet. But they discovered all of this. So we know because they've discovered it and they shared their discovery, we all know about what's there. So if you want to, you can go into any system you've been into. So let's see where we were. Right here. Boom. This is the last system we were in. This is the system we were just in. We have this planet. We didn't find any fauna because that was our moon that was dead, right? We scanned one rock. So if we wanted to, we can upload this one rock. We can rename it. And there is a name filter, so you can't do anything derogatory, but we can call it Rocky Rock. And there you go. I uploaded that. So now, anytime anyone goes to that system, they'll see, hey, this Rocky Rock was found by Jason Plays today. So there you go. But yeah. And if you don't care about any of that stuff, like you can go to every single location you've been to and you can upload every single thing and you can rename it whatever you want. But if you don't care about any of that, all you have to do is hit this little arrow right next to it and it says upload all. It will upload every discovery you've ever found, but it will have a default like name that the game itself gave it. So if we go, boom, upload, and we get paid 102 nanites for every discovery we just uploaded. So it does pay off to upload your discoveries. Where's our location at? Up over here. And actually, before we go to that location, let's go to the space station. Because every space station is going to be unique. It might be a Korvax system, it might be a Viking system, but also they're going to be, like, depending on the economy of the system, it might be a high economy, it might be a low economy. It could also be a scientific economy, it could be a mining colony, it could be a manufacturing. So there's all kinds of different combinations of stuff you can do. Like our last one was all purple. This one is all blue. Look at that. Very blue. And you can see from the notice, it is a Korvax system. Another Korvax system. Okay. But you'll also notice that every system has different materials and different levels of materials. And what I mean by that is, one system, if you go into the terminal, one system will have ferrite dust. One system won't have ferrite dust. And then, like this system is a low-level system because it only has 375 ferrite dust. But if you go to a really good economy, it might have 500 or 1,000 ferrite dust. They will have more of it because they're a more wealthy economy. So, oh, it has uranium. We need this. This is going to be fuel for your starship. I would highly recommend buying all the uranium you possibly can, because that is launch fuel for your starship. Oh, there's copper here. There's tritium here. Nice. We can get some more fuel. There's pure ferrite. So you can buy all the stuff. And this might not show up in another system. Another system might not have copper for sale. So just depending on the system and the economy, it might have different items. So there are some basics, like it will always have ferrite dust. They will always have wiring loom and microprocessors because you need that so often that every system has it. Just in case you need to repair an item or build an item, it's probably going to need one of those three things. They'll always have like metal plating, things like that. But let's see what kind of upgrades they have for our ship. The synthetic life form almost cackles with intelligence. Their sensors seem to tune into me, calibrating their speech to a comfortable volume. And then I can't understand them because I don't know any of their language. We need to learn the words of their language. The life form appears to be selling installable Starship upgrades in exchange for nanite clusters. So every upgrade is going to be sold for nanite clusters. And it has a phase beam S-Class. Hyperdrive S-Class, we're going to need that, so I will buy that. And pulse engine, launch thruster, so we will buy a hyperdrive upgrade. That is going to take most of our nanites, so I can't really buy anything else. But a hyperdrive upgrade, that goes for our warp drive, so we can warp to different systems. So you really want a good one, and I got a really good one. So it gives me an extra 223 light years, so I can go farther, and my warp cell efficiency, so I need to refuel less and less. So you'll notice one jump took 20% of my fuel for one jump. Now that I have an upgrade, it'll take even less fuel. So we're going to test that once we leave this system. Let's check the multi-tools. This is a C-class multi-tool. It's not as good, and mine is just about the same, so not really caring about that. Yeah, see? Not really. It's not a better one. Basically the same thing. And then a lot of times you'll see they look the same, but look at that. This one's an A-class. This one's better than mine. Even though the multi-tool looks the same, it is a different multi-tool technically. It has an S-class mining beam on it, but it's going to be really expensive. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. It's an A-class for 168,000? Yes, please. I will take that. So there are two different options here. I can exchange it, so that means I can trade out my multi-tool to buy the new one. Or if I just buy it straight up, I won't get any money, for my multi-tool. So you see how it's about 28,000 cheaper, right? That's it. Just so happens to be the exact amount of money my multi-tool is worth. So if you want to just trade out and say, hey, I don't like this one, I'll just get rid of my old one, you can totally do that. But I want to keep this one, so I'm just going to buy it. So now I have 2 multi-tools. But how do you change out multi-tools? So if you press down on your D-pad and go over to this gear icon all the way to the left, you'll see, all the way to the left again, you'll see swap multi-tool option. And now I can choose between each one I have. So I bought the new one, the Surge of Sight. That's the one I currently have. Or I can switch back to my waveform focuser. So there we go. That is my old multi-tool. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is, if you want to like use an upgrade, like, hey, I have a really good boltcaster, a weapon upgrade in this thing. I want to keep this one. What you can do is store your technology. So if you're on Xbox, press Y. If you're on PlayStation, press triangle. And you put it in your inventory. So now I have a boxed up upgrade. I can also take out my terrain manipulator. Put that in there. Anything you want to you don't want to rebuild, you can just move over. Now you can't take out the core stuff. Like I can't take out my mining beam. I can take out my visor if I want to. I can take out my my scanner if I want to. But most multi-tools have those built in automatically, so you don't need to move those. So, but you can't take out the mining beam. That is a core thing. If you don't have a mining beam in a multi-tool, it's useless. That's why they don't let you take it out. Now switch over to our new one. Go, again, press down on your D-pad, go all the way left to the utilities, the gear, and then left again to the swap multi-tool and change out to the new one. And look at that. Boom. There's our new multi-tool. It has a mining beam upgrade. I like that. So let's put that down there. And it comes with a paralysis mortar. So this is a good weapon. But let's install our other things. So we have our boltcaster upgrade. And then we have our terrain manipulator. So there you go. Easy peasy, right? We got all this done. And we got a new multi-tool. It's going to be better than the one we had before. And now finally, let's look and see what we can get our upgrade. Remember, we can do this once per system. So we can upgrade it, but we're gonna have to purchase it. It doesn't tell you how much it cost. I don't know why it doesn't tell you how much it cost. It didn't cost anything. That's weird. It should cost you money, but I guess it didn't want to. And we can also check for upgrades. Let's see what they got here. We can't buy anything, so we're window shopping. Life support, thermal protection, nice. Cold protection, shield module, nice. Movement. Okay, this is a really good system because it has a movement upgrade, a jetpack upgrade. It has a life support and a shield. It has the 3 really important upgrades for your suit. So we definitely need to farm some nanites while we're here. Look at that ground. Yeah, this is definitely a mining or a construction system, because look at that. And if you look at your system, it might not look this bad. Like this looks all rusted and like the paint is peeling, but yours might be all crisp and clean and nice. All right. Let's go to the place it marked for us. Let's go and see what we have going on there. So it marked this location on the planet over here, and this is the terraforming catastrophe. So this is another dead planet. So, and we have a good upgrade here for our thing. We have our fuel here. So we have another, we can do launch fuel. It is way more efficient to use your uranium for launch fuel, only because if you make a canister of launch fuel, like if I do this, this will refill your launch fuel to 100% no matter what, and there's nothing left over. So if you only need 10%, like if you're at 80% fuel, you don't want to use this canister because it fills up from 0 to 100 no matter what. Whereas with your uranium, if you only need 10 uranium, it will only use 10. If you need 20, it'll use 20. It will use the amount you need versus this. It's a one shot. One thing fills all. It doesn't, you don't get half of it back or whatever. So it's not very fuel efficient to use a canister of launch fuel. Let's scan. I'm assuming this over here is going to be our building. It's not even a building. Dang it, I thought that was a building. Where's our building at? I don't see a building. Oh, no. There it is right there. So this is a monolith. It's an ancient ruin, an alien ruin from long ago. What is that? Metal finger. Oh, we need to go over there. So these are basically ruins from an ancient civilization, like the ancient race of the system. This is a Korvax ruin because it's a Korvax system. But you'll see these knowledge stones on the outside, and you will also see them randomly spread out on planets. If you interact with them, they will teach you the language of that alien race in the system. So we get in here, we can't read any of that. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A robotic life form turns towards me. Light steams from their metal shell, forming a glowing fog that surrounds us both. They gesture towards me. Let's accept that knowledge. The name Korvax floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. So I've learned the word, the Korvax word for Korvax. And you always learn the first word is that race word. But now, if we go over here, we just unlock it. It just teaches you a word. You don't have to worry about the animation every time, the cinematic. You can just run. And you can also look around and you'll see a whole bunch of them all over the place. This planet doesn't seem to have a lot. But you'll see them all over. So if you just see these little stones, you can run up to it and learn a word for that language, for the race in that system. The heart of the anomaly. This structure is unlike anything I've encountered on my journey so far. Everything about it is so obviously alien, so obviously out of place. As I stare at it, words form themselves in my mind. A strange fragment of broken speech. Is it traveler? Is it friend? I'm a friend. I'm friendly. It feels strange responding to questions I am unsure I'm being asked. But something has clearly taken notice of my reply. I am overwhelmed by a sense that something has awoken, that someone is watching me. It forms another question. Is it first? Is it last? I'm the first one here. I do not know how I am being spoken to. This monolith is ancient, and I cannot escape the feeling that it has asked these questions many times over. It asks again. Have they seen the Crimson Eye? Has the Crimson Eye seen them? The Crimson Eye has seen me. Likelihood of anomaly exceeds safety parameters. Breach detected. Alert. Alert. The boundaries fall. The walls collapse. Your universe awaits. Find us, traveler. So they said find us, and they gave me a warp cell for that. So there you go. And now, metal fingers. Let's go over here and check out metal fingers. These are a rare occurrence on planets. They are on most planets. It's just, you don't see them very often. However, they are very beneficial. So if you crack open a metal finger, it can give you uranium or gold. And if you look at it, it'll tell you metal fingers and gold underneath. That means you know it will give you gold if you break it open. And it's going to take a while, so your laser might overheat while you do this. Just keep in mind, it's worth it because it's going to give you a ton of the item. So out of that one thing, I got 112 gold. That is freaking amazing. You can use gold to make a lot of stuff, but also you can sell it and make a ton of money that way as well if you want to. Metal fingers are very, very useful. And I always look for them for the uranium because uranium is a very amazing fuel for your ship. You're going to constantly be needing the launch fuel, especially early on when you don't have any upgrades for your launch thruster. It is a godsend to find a whole bunch of uranium. You definitely want to find uranium if you can, or buy it if you can. So let's grab all this. We're just going to get a whole bunch. And remember, you do more damage if your laser is hot. So I'm going to try to keep my laser pretty hot. Let it cool down a little bit. Look at how fast it's going now. because I'm letting my laser stay warm. Look at that. Beautiful. Boom. Just a little game of letting it cool down just a little bit. That way it doesn't overheat, but also it doesn't get all the way cold. And one more metal finger. Boom. There we go. We also have some condensed carbon around here. I like it. So we got 1,400 uranium out of there and 700 gold. That gold is worth 266,000. That's crazy. That's a good amount of gold. That's crazy. Let's look around. We have anything good? We have a copper deposit over there. Let's get some copper. Yeah, we do need to farm this this egg because we need the nanites, but we'll come back for that. Oh, there's oxygen right here. Let's grab it. I know. But we're going to get some copper. We need to get a whole bunch of chromatic metal. Down there. So again, I want to get a whole bunch of copper so I can make chromatic metal for fuel for my hyperdrive so we can go to different systems all over the place. So I'm just trying to prepare that before we get going, because in our next episode, we're going to try to get a Sentinel ship and a Sentinel multi-tool. Those two things will help you out a ton in the early game, and you can do it pretty much right off the bat. So you just need to know where to look and how to find it. Let's look around here. Silver. We don't need silver. And ancient data structure. Okay, there you go. You'll see these as well. Man, we are running into all the good stuff. So, ancient data structures are very, very cool because they will give you free charts, planetary charts. Now, they are limited. It's going to give you nanites, or not nanites, excuse me, navigational data, but there is a small chance they will give you a what's called a drop pod chart. And if you find a drop pod, you can upgrade your inventory for free. Not for free, but you don't have to spend money on your inventory. So you can just fix the drop pod with materials, and it will give you an upgrade for your inventory. So we want that. But most of the time, they will give you what's called navigational data, which you can exchange for a planetary chart. So that one gave us navigational data. Nav data. Nav data. Nav data. Nav data. Nav data. Nav data. And man, we only got navigational data out of that. Dang it. I was hoping for more. So we have 8 navigational data, which will be useful when we go back to the space station. We can talk to the cartography agent, and he will trade us planetary charts for that nav data. Well, let's keep walking around a bit. This seems like a really good planet. Oh, there's a couple of eggs over here. Oh, yeah. So we can grab these 2 and then run away. And boom, and run away! That way they leave me alone. Oh, there's a building over here. What's this building? It's probably just a save beacon, but maybe it is an ancient structure, maybe? It could just be an abandoned building. That would be good, because then we can get more of those eggs. It is... Oh, it looks like an abandoned building. It is an abandoned building. Yes! Beautiful. So, just like last time, guys. Oh, my God. We're going to have to call in our ship. Let's hit that save beacon. Let's call in our ship. And just like last time, remember, these eggs right here, they're all over the place. And this is a big abandoned building, so it has a lot of eggs around it. You can crack them open and grab them all, but make sure you have enough room in your inventory to collect all the eggs. That's why I called in my ship. That way I can move all this to my ship. All this stuff It's stuff we don't need to worry about. I can also refine this copper, but we'll do that later. So I want to make sure I have enough room for all of the cool inventory I'm about to get. All the cool eggs I'm about to get. There we go. All right. So it is time to crack these eggs open. And remember, if you need a breather, like if you're getting your butt kicked, like they're attacking you and hitting you, jump up to the top of the building. Like use your jetpack to go to the top of the building or go inside the building. Those are two places they will not go. So you don't have to worry about, oh, they're going to attack me. Like, nope, they will not go up there. Or they will not go inside either. So I'm going to just try to do this as quickly as possible. I want a whole bunch of these eggs. Just keep moving. That way they can't catch me. Oh, dang it. That egg fell through the terrain. I hate it when that happens. And it will happen from time to time. They will glitch through the ground, which sucks. Because you lose it, basically. You lost it. Oh, dang it. Let's do that. Oh, I grabbed that one before it fell all the way through the ground, thank God. Get out of my face. Get out of here. All right, I gotta run. My shield is getting kind of low. I need to get out of here. So, let's look around for more eggs. Oh, I saw one back there. Now, you can kill these guys if you want to. You can't just murder them, but I don't have a weapon, so it takes a long time. But you can kill them if you need to. So if you're feeling brave and you just want to murder them, you can. But for me, because if you keep breaking these eggs open, they will just keep appearing, so they will never stop. You can kill them and all that jazz and be okay, but there's just going to be another one that replaces it. So the more efficient way to do it is just to run away or go inside and take a breather. Dang it. Fell through the ground. Any eggs? Okay, there's some over here. Any more eggs? I mean, there's technically one way over here. So it's not next to the building, but I mean, it's here. So I think that's all the eggs. Yeah, see, there's no more markers, so that means the eggs are all gone. So again, go to the top of the building and just hang out. Put down my refiner. Start refining these eggs. How many eggs do I have? I got 26 of them. I got 26 eggs. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good haul. That's over 1,000 nanites, which is awesome. So let's do that. And then you're going to just add more in there. So let's see how much I can get. 1,300 nanites. That's pretty dang good. That's a really good haul. Really good haul. You know, while I'm here, I can't pull anything from my ship because it's too far away. Dang it. So Swarm is subsiding. Swarm is done. Let's go inside because there's going to be stuff in here. And you can interact with the terminals, even though there's no mission for it. So it is a forgotten terminal. Let's get the goop out of there. Returning user identified. Terminal now active. Unlocking data log continuation for analysis. I glimpsed the crimson orb between the clouds. A vast and baleful eye, unblinking and monstrous. Fear turned the blood in my veins to ice. I was so afraid it would see me, but then the clouds moved, and it was gone. I was no longer certain if it had ever been real. Perhaps the fungal deposits from the last world I visited are still clogging my exosuit vents, affecting my cognition somehow. I have cleaned my filters 6 times now, but I still feel it inside of me. Gross! Atlaparis is going nuts. I discovered something coded deep inside the long-dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my journey. And we found nanites. We got we got 148 nanites. That's pretty good. So we are just trying to get a whole bunch of nanites because we have a really good space station that has a lot of upgrades in it. So let's look through the building. It's been abandoned. Got some boxes in here. Got a first aid to recharge my health. Got some boxes here. Got a shield. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's say that's a pretty good dang episode. So, in our next episode, we're going to go out to find the mysterious messenger. I need to make my way into space. We have, 1,700 nanites. We can get a whole bunch of upgrades. We can get 3 S-class upgrades for that amount. So, definitely we'll be doing that in the next episode as well. Hopefully you guys liked the episode. If you did, hit that like button. And I will see you guys next time.